Hey YouTube, it's Jocie P again with Trans Gamer, and today I'd like to talk to you about Asmodee Games Timeline, Historical Events. This is a game for 2 to 8 players, 8 plus, where you take, show you the cards here, you take these cards, where they'll have historical events on there, on one side, and then on the other side will actually give the date. Each player will have 4 of those face up on their side of the field. They cannot look at the back, and my cat's trying to get in the picture. And then there's one flipped up with the back showing on the table where everyone can see the timeline. Each player takes turns trying to place in the timeline where these cards go. Now that seems like simple enough. It seems like just an average memory game, but it gets kind of complex as some of these timelines are not that easy to memorize or not that easy to learn. Like, you know, the Nazca lines, like discovery of the Nazca geoglyphs, no, happening in 1872, you might not know that off the top of your head. And some of these are even more obscure, like Blackbeard versus the HMS Pearl, the domestication of the dog, and stuff like that. And each player does this if they place in the wrong spot. Every time you place a card, you flip it over, you check. If you place in the wrong spot, you have to discard that card and draw a new one. First person to empty out their hand wins. Now, honestly, this is going to be a really short video because it's a really simple game. But even with it being simple, it is elegant, it is a beautifully wonderful game, and it's very fun to play, and it's one of those that the fun increases as the numbers increase. So you starting with 2 players, yeah, that's fun, and that's usually how I get to play. But once you get to like 3, 4, 5, it gets a lot more crazy and a lot more timelines going on. But that's the game, as I said, I would suggest to everyone, Timeline by Asmodee Games.